The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
On the double. Striker, 3-3. Cut.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here is Young, sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Young to throw it. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
On 1, ready?
In motion goes the tight end.
11, MT, tight.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. You look at this Carolina defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They chalk that one up is a gain of 34 on third down.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
Here we go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Bengals are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Following the interception, Young.
Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Young. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Young looks to throw on first down.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Here we go. That. Steal. Check steal. Set.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Right. 97. Red. Cycle.
Young on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Got it.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Red, yellow. Cut.
Throwing, Young. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hubbard going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Young with it. 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter.
And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Black ultra.
2nd down, Young. And this is going to be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down. Here's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Young on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And the Panther first down.
They go play action. Young on the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got Mingo. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Young will set to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A 2nd down throw for Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to get the football. Past the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's got room past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And a fine chase on the right side, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
11.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
11 MT, Kate. 11.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Looking deep here for Chase. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get in. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
12.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
7-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
39-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less, flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch them.